Good morning, beautiful Upper Michigan Lake. Good morning. Good morning, flowers. Good morning, bees. Good morning, YouTube viewers. How are you doing? Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. We are absolutely spoiled, rotten up here. While the rest of what seems like the entire country is just boiling this summer. Diana and I are almost literally in paradise. We are near the town of Paradise, Michigan. But today, Diana's inside her bus painting right now. I talked her into going for another ride on Black Betty to go up north. So we're gonna hit another lake today. We've been hanging out around Lake Michigan, but today we wanna head up to Lake Superior, which also borders Canada. Yeah, we're that far up north. Today, the high is 74 degrees. Glorious. I'll tell you, this is probably one of the best kept secrets. If you don't like the heat, come to Upper Michigan in the summer, July and August. It is stinking gorgeous. And for the first time in several months, climate-wise, I am very, very comfortable out here. Thank you for joining me, guys. I will be uploading this video with some connected internet, so check out the video description below. We got unlimited high-speed internet offerings that work in great remote places like this, so you can stay longer. Okay. Sorry, I had to drop a big fat morning deuce. TMI. Let me gear up, go see if Diana's done painting, and then we'll ride out of here. All right, let's go see if she's ready to go. Diana's road life. You naked?
No.
Just checking. You're painting still. Nice.
Yes.
Ooh, I like that one. You added palm tree.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
I like that.
Almost there.
So, you ready to go ride out on the Harley, go see some cool stuff today?
Yeah, I could really use a reset.
I'm kind of surprised. Like, this seems like a change in you. You used to not be, not anti-Harley, but you wouldn't want to ride with me. Now it's like every time I bring it up, you're like, yeah, let's go. What changed?
Well, I mean, we have such a great campsite. I don't want to lose this campsite.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're both traveling in our big rig, so you having the bike really does help to go out and do small little things around town and not have to bring our all our rigs.
I agree. We have this, so we could just go reset on the bike
Yeah.
maybe, and then we can appreciate this more.
Yeah, it
like
helps. Sometimes when you're put for so long, you feel claustrophobic or like trapped. But when you say, let's go for a bike ride, I'm like, okay.
Nice.
Just not too fast.
Okay. Of course. Of course. I ride a little different when you're on the back anyway.
Yeah, you are. You're very careful.
Well, I'm going to get the bike ready. Maybe like 30 minutes I could be ready if you are.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, you still have one of these blueberry cornbreads.
They're so yummy.
You got plans with that?
No, you can have it.
Yes. And we got to find pasties if we can today while we're out. We should make that one of our priorities. Try to find some that are not sold out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, hon, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, I'll be right out.
Santa, I see you've made a couple improvements on Santa's sleigh. Looking good here. I think the only way to get around is in an old hot rod. Ho, ho, ho! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Christmas, Michigan, the city of Christmas, Michigan, in August. Yes, I cannot wait for Christmas. I love Christmassy things. And Santa is big pimpin' on this big, bad hot rod. Apparently he's a fan of Harley Davidson because he's got the plates there. He's got a couple stickers here, so he knows what's up. He's got a kegger in the back with some Schlitz and some PBR. That is how Santa gets around. I like it. Look at this, guys. The North Pole. Yep. And behind me we have a giant Santa Claus waving to everyone. Oh, ho, ho. North Pole and a snowman over here too. Look at that. Frosty with a big old smile on his face and a 50 or 60 foot jolly old Saint Nick. And then this pole also says North Pole on it. I don't know if I can get it. There we go. Kind of says North Pole in white, but that's the original one that's on Google Maps. This one over here that's candy cape striped, that's the newer one. Sadly, the North Pole has closed, guys. An iconic gift store apparently here, right off St. Nicholas Avenue here. And it looks like they are doing some possible work here to reopen it. They've definitely put some new glass on the windows and there's some construction trucks on the side of the building. So it may reopen this winter as something brand new. We don't know. But at least they're keeping it going. Good to see a jolly old fat man. So we're gonna keep riding, and actually, if you can see it, right through those two houses right there, that is Lake Superior, a new lake we haven't been to, and we're heading there next on Hogley Stevenson Black Betty here, okay? All right, I can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for Christmas, guys. Well, luckily we didn't get that on video. We tried to ride the Harley down here not knowing, because when you first start, the road's really good. But then we slammed on the brakes, it turned to this. And this is just nothing but soft stuff that you'll get buried in unless you're in a four-wheel drive. I hate to think that a car tried this, but I do see some tire tracks. We had to, I'm glad Diana was with me. It took both of us to push my 850-pound Harley back out of here. We're gonna walk in. All right, and coming into view, uh-oh. Diana, I think the lighthouse is broken. What happened? That was once, I saw pictures, guys. This was supposed to be our first lighthouse, and it is destroyed. But Lake Superior in front of us, look again, looks like another frickin' ocean. That's Canada over there. Trying to see if I see any more lighthouses. Michigan's supposed to be really well known for them. Look how frickin' clear this water is. Wow. There's some people in the water over there. That lighthouse is pitiful. Yeah, maybe something happened because that's part of the lighthouse, all that concrete. I'll show you a picture of what Google Maps says that is supposed to look like, and I don't know when it was destroyed, but it definitely no longer even resembles what once was a beautiful lighthouse. We'll find more. I'm sure we will. The only thing I didn't bring, Diana, I didn't bring a swimming suit.
No.
I guess I don't have to go in the water today, but...
No. But this is where you can find those glowing rocks.
Oh yeah. So Diana found a thing where if you put a black light to some of these rocks here in Lake Superior, they'll glow in the dark. They're translucent under a blue light, a black light. We don't... Youper lights or something. Yeah, Youper lights. But how do you know in the daytime without a black light which ones are going to be the ones that glow in the dark and shine, you know? Just load me down on the Harley, throw some more rocks on it. All right, and our next stop, we are going to hug Lake Superior and check out the old town of Munising, Michigan. Munising? Don't know how you pronounce that. And we're gonna look for some pasties. Yeah. Okay, I can confirm here at Moldans Pasties, there are people eating pasties. They are not out of stock. So we're gonna go give it a shot. It says Gifts Fudge Jam. Yeah, they seem to think that we're in Bigfoot country up here in the UP. Well, that's cool. We got keychains, koozies. They got CDs. Look at that. DeUpers. 1 can short of a 6-pack. I am pretty curious. Coffee cups, t-shirts. Oh yeah, I guess I'm getting... Hey, they got a Moldans Pasties acrylic magnet. Wow. They got an Upper Peninsula Pastries Make Me Happy magnet. Okay, we got one. Here's a real walk of shame. It's We've been saying pasties ever since we got up here. Pasties are like those nipple covers you wear at Sturgis. These are called pasties, okay? And they do come with carrots, which I guess I'm okay with, and onions, it says too.
And potatoes.
And potatoes and beef and some kind of gravy. They won't substitute anything, so we actually got the traditional. We're gonna split it and see what it's like. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's full of taters. Can I show that up close?
Yeah.
So there's what it looks like.
Is this ground beef?
I don't think they loaded it with onions.
No, and then there's no gravy in it.
No, there's no gravy. But, okay. Well, there's definitely onions in it. I think onion is probably one of the flavors that's important to make it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a dry pot pie.
It does taste like that.
I don't know. A lot of onions in that bite. Wow. Wow, that's a crunchy. What do you think? Are you impressed? I mean, we had to try it, but it doesn't mean we have to like it.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
This traditional one is good.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'm glad we didn't get any substitutions. So, because we don't have a black light and we didn't know like which rocks were going to be the ones that are glowing, Diana just picked a bunch of different ones. So she's got a little bit of everything in there. And we have no way of knowing which ones are going to be translucent, but I'll...
It might be like something like this.
It could be.
Or even this weird lava-looking one.
We'll have to go to Walmart and get like a black light bulb and just plug it in or something. But on Google, I'll pop up a picture of what some of the rocks look like there. It's famous. They're called Upper lights, and they glow in the dark. Or if you put a black light to them, they'll glow. We'll see if we got any later. I'll get back to you. Beautiful day for riding. Lake Superior, right there. Guess what, guys? I found Diana her lighthouse after all. And a legit lighthouse that is still together. I know a lot of people might think that these more represent, ocean type areas, but lots of bays have them. And this one happens to be on a lake. And there are actually a lot of them on these Great Lakes up here. This one has a door that says it was erected literally in 1908. 1908. And now it's a National Historic Lighthouse, still operating today. In case you get lost out there and sea, you just find your way back to the light. Even though we now have Google Maps and Apple Maps and GPS tracking us, Walmart telling me what I'm supposed to buy next. We don't have much need for lighthouses anymore with technology today, but there's a lot around here. So we're gonna park one more time a little bit closer into town. We could just walk, but we're gonna go find a parking spot down there and then see what else. However horribly bad I'm pronouncing this city, Munising, Mousing. Who knows? You have to take a look at everything you learned in English and then throw it out the door because the laws of English don't apply. But I'm wrong because I mispronounce everything, applying common sense of the English language. So you never know. Anyway. Having fun riding. Oh yeah. Okay, we found parking for Black Betty here in the shade. Again, it's not warm or anything, but how about Das Gift Haus? Oh no, we're in trouble. They sell nautical stuff here too. Why did you have to do that? We came here for the German bear. And we're getting nautical stuff. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, look at the pink flamingo drinking Oh man. Well, can I pull off a pirate nomadic fanatic with the hair? They do have some patches too, so I'm gonna get a patch from my vest that says Upper Michigan Peninsula. Yeah, I haven't collected patches for a while. Obviously magnets are big, but I gotta remember the patches from my vest. So we found East Channel Brewing, Diana did, and she got a cherry sangria.
Salud.
And I asked for a flight. And I like to just say, you surprised me. But I always tell them, like, I'm kind of a Keystone Light guy, so like light beers, ambers, maybe some lagers, and stuff like that. So there's my flight. We got the hobo, the wheat, the blue, and the blood orange. And all of these are brewed right here in Munising, right in this building back there. The forklift going on in the background, but I gotta try the hobo first, because I am a hobo. Houseless, homeless.
We're homeless?
Kinda.
We're considered homeless, yes.
Ooh, I want to look at that book. I give you the Yooper Ale Trails. Well, that's a hike I'll go on for some beer. All right, Black Betty brought us to one more spot here. National Park Service, Munising Falls, Pictured Rocks National Seashore. I'm gonna go check it out right now. One more hike in the day. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately they have put curtains over all of the magnets and awesome patches. They won't let us buy them today. So it's $25 access, but we get 7 days to go experience it. And unfortunately, so we just wanted to see some falls. They told us that there was damage here. So they haven't reduced the prices. You can't buy any merchandise, but the park is closed here at the visitor center. In fact, the first two falls are completely closed. They were damaged by a storm here in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So we have to ride up to see anything, but we have 7 days to do it. So we can do a little bit today. We can do a little bit another day too. So all of a sudden it feels really warm. Like something about riding the motorcycle and having all the gear on and everything. I wish I had shorts. I didn't bring shorts.
I know.
Let's go see the castle and the falls today.
And then we can do another one. Okay.
I agree. We can plan out the rest, because Pictured Rocks National Park is actually a very large park all around Lake Superior. It's monstrous. We're here at 4:30 p.m. So it's too late. We need to get a fresh start to do the whole park, but we're going to do something today.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an opening here where you can look down, see below, or you can look over the edge right here. We are at the Miners Trail. Look how turquoise that water is. And we are headed towards Miners Castle. There's supposed to be a trail that goes along the coast down there. Well, we don't know what Miners Castle is or what this leads to. We're on the Miners Castle Trail, scenic trail. And we're going very downhill right now. Okay, we made it down to the lower viewing area of Miners Castle, which is this behind me. It's hard to explain where we came from, but way up there behind that tree where those people are at right there, yeah. We gotta get back up there. That hole was where the water was splashing is the bottom. This is the top back, what's left of it, the rock right there. And it reminds me a little bit of Cape Flattery, although the water looks different now. It's like, I guess it depends on how the sun hits it and it shades, but it's pretty out here. Okay, this is gonna be our last one for today, as it's getting late and we need to get back and see the kitties. This is Miners Falls Trail, the first of this park that's actually open, so it's gonna be a little busy. And we are only 1/4 through this entire park, so you could spend a whole day here. We saw they allow hiking. Like
backpacking.
Yeah,
Backpacking.
So if you wanted to walk some of the extreme trails and bring a sleeping bag and way to cook, you might be able to overnight here with your included ticket. Or maybe you have to get a permit to camp, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was a sign out there that said you need a permit to camp.
So they want to know who's sleeping overnight. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's go check out the falls. Okay, here we go. Here's our starting sign, 0.6 miles to Miners Falls. And there's your official answer. Yeah, a permit is required for backcountry camping. I know that's real popular in these parks, but you do have to register if you plan to camp overnight out here. So this looks like it's gonna be, once again, downhill and then uphill on the way back. I will say having a motorcycle is nice because you can almost park anywhere. You know, you can like just fit in, and as opposed to having a normal vehicle or even an RV, it'd be hard to park at some of these trailheads. But one of the things is, you know, to ride a Harley, you pretty much got to gear up. So, you know, I'm still wearing long pants, guys, and I wish I wasn't because I am sweating in these pants. I would be much more comfortable in a pair of shorts. I wonder if they make men's jeans, hear me out though, with a zipper right here on the thigh. So once you get parked, you can unzip the bottom part, leave the bottom part of the jeans up there.
They did invent those jeans that you would had a zipper like halfway and you take it off and it turned to shorts.
That's what I'm talking about, like 80s?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were,
yeah.
They did exist. We gotta go look for them. Because seriously, hiking in pants sucks.
Yeah, no, I don't care about fashion or what people say anymore. It's getting to the point where I'd rather ride my Harley with shorts. I can't, I'll get burned.
Yeah, it's too hot.
But still.
I tried it the other day.
And wearing cotton shorts, you know, underneath jeans with boxers and stuff like that, well, that just makes me even hotter when I'm riding because it's an extra layer of cotton in there. So, I don't know. I don't have a solution. I'm just saying. It is really pretty. And I mean, it's not warm here in Michigan either. So that's, yeah, the hottest part of the day. And by hottest, I mean, what was it, 70s? Yeah. And I was still out of breath. But no, it's definitely nice. And it stays bright till 9:45 around here. So, okay, we finally hear some actual water falling potentially. There's another staircase down there, but it's an overlook. Oh yeah, I can kind of, there's a lot of downed trees. Right through there. I guess you can't see it from here. Maybe you used to be able to. You can hear it. All right, now we'll make this turn and go down these fancy steps. Heck yeah. I think this is the end coming up.
Oh my goodness.
I think this is the big reveal here at the bottom of these steps. Yeah, the ones we showed in previous videos were pretty small compared to what this one's gonna show. Yeah, it's a monster waterfall. The tree is right in the way. We need to cut this tree down. Here's a better view. I moved away from that big tree. Nice. This might be the biggest falls that you and I have seen together.
Yeah, it is.
All right, start our hike back. Our long hike back to the bike and then our long ride back to the kitties. Dinner's gonna be late for the kitties. Just saying. And good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Flies out here. We're back at camp. Yeah, had a fun day. Ironically, what's going to be the reason that we end up having to leave? This being our 7th night here at this free campsite that allows 14 days free. We're not running out of water. I still have half a tank of water in my RV. We still have plenty of propane. Black and gray tanks are fine. We have enough food for another 7 days also, but what we don't have is cat food and cat litter. Now, maybe it's that we didn't realize how fast we go through those two things with 5 cats when we were in Mississippi, but now that we're on the road, those 40-pound bags of their turkey kibbles that they like, canned food also, and the litter. The litter is a thing that I'm gonna have to start stocking up on. I need to make a spot in the trailer for 2 extra big tubs of cat litter. Yeah, and those are not things that we can really carry. Oh, fly got me right in the eye. Right in the eye, you see that? We can't carry those on the motorcycle. So Diana and I are planning our escape out of this campground, but we got the pass for the park and we still want to go visit more. So I will start my next video off and we'll kind of wrap up this campground and say goodbye and go finish Pictured Rocks as we go find a spot to kind of hunt for supplies. So we'll make the most of potentially finding a Walmart in Upper Michigan. That's our plan. All right, guys, be well. Diana and I and the kitties, we will see you in a few days. we will wrap up this part of Michigan and be moving on soon. Bye guys.